welcome to your Modern Maven Tarot Extended Monthly Tarot for May 2024. It is an exciting month, and before we get into the tarot, we are going to touch a little bit on the astrology for the month ahead. And before we even do that, I want to go over some of the intuitive message that came when I was clearing your cards. There was a very strong message related to reflecting on our idea of service, of loyalty. And I do think that this is attached to those Saturn lessons we were learning when Saturn went direct in Pisces, your polar natal sign, remember, that there's this attachment to our identity related to service. And the Pluto energy is transforming our identity in a sense. And there's an identity to service that we feel we need to break free from, but there might be some sort of hesitation, okay? There's also a hesitation into embracing that Pisces energy. Another strong message you got is that you have to have that Pisces energy in your life, and that there's this fear of the indulgence, if you will. And like, it could even be related to shame, guilt, fear, related to indulgence, okay? And that there's this like negative connotation. Perhaps you are like me and you grew up with, the Catholic guilt energy. But there's this idea of really making sure that you embrace the indulgences of life in a Virgo way, right? You can enjoy indulgences with discipline. Okay. And another thing that came out was related to patience. And I think honestly, this patience has a lot more to do with other people. So I'm not sure what that means. But I think that the patience is in reflection of, you have so much patience in one area of your life. How can you show that patience in other areas of your life? And the other final message is, I'm really getting that May might be a fork in the road when it comes to the path of identity, okay, that we're deciding. A path of identity is really what I'm getting. And there's a lingering sense of betrayal that might be attached, that our shadow is using to reel us back in to the comforts of what we know, instead of heading out into the great unknown, right? Which is what Uranus is really trying to get us to do. And of course, we will be talking about Uranus as well, but astrology, okay? So May 2nd, Pluto goes retrograde in Aquarius. So this is a time, like I said, we want to reflect on all of the things that we have that have been transforming, the rebirth, the regeneration, the evolution that is in our lives, the next chapter, if you will. There might be some lessons that we've learned in the last 3 months where we just had this like say yes, yes. And now it's like, oh, well, I'm not so sure about that. And so if that happened during these 3 months, give yourself patience. Remember, you have to give yourself patience as well. Not patience to the point where we don't take action on these things, but patience in the sense of, this is the time to really reflect, okay? Another big thing I think for you, because this is your polar natal sign, is May 7th. Actually, May 7th is a really big day. So May 7th is Sun in Taurus sextile Saturn in Pisces, which is the aspect putting us all to work. And so this is going to be really wonderful for you, because if you can harness that Pisces natal energy and go after everything you've dreamed about, this is a great day to start like checking off everything on your list. All right. Looking at your list, checking it twice, and using that Virgo energy of the structured, disciplined routine with your dreams. Okay, so how cool is that, Virgos? Also, too, I am going to be, this May astrology is linked in my posts. So if you want all of the breakdown from astrology.com, go to my posts. I have it linked in there for May astrology. And what I love about astrology.com is they also include the outer planets that we really need to start thinking about, right? We're so focused on these main planets that have always been the structure of astrology, but now we got to start incorporating these outer planets. As we expand our consciousness, we're going to expand our understanding of astrology as well. So May 7th, the other big thing, new moon in Taurus. All right, this I love for you, especially because you are an earth sign and a very patient earth sign, is this new moon is really going to be benevolent in relation to seeds that we plant now that we're going to harvest in the fall. Okay, so if you can, please find a seed. If you have a garden or a backyard, wonderful. But if you don't, even just getting a small little planter, going to the store, getting a seed, it can be, you know, a flower, it can be herbs, but I want you on May 7th to hold that seed in your hand. And I want you, while you hold that seed in your hand, put those intentions for the new moon, okay, into that seed. I want you to visualize it, put it into that seed, and then plant that seed. And then every day, when you water it, when you have time to just sit, when you water that seed, I want you to visualize yourself watering your intentions, okay? Nurturing your intentions, and spend at least 5 minutes each day applying yourself to that intention. And then in the fall, when this plant grows, you're going to see your intentions blooming as well. All right. You're going to start seeing the synchronicities and all that exciting stuff. So, I mean, it makes the hairs on my arm stand up. Like, to me, this, yeah. Look at what just decided to pop out, the star, all right? This is Aquarius, the Aquarian age, wishes coming true. I want you to focus, even though this is Aquarius, I mean, Pisces is the dreamer, right? That's your polar natal. I really want you to see how this seed of intention takes us from this collapsed Capricorn tower paradigm to the star Aquarian age, all right? So the tarot is saying, please plant this seed, watch it grow, and watch your intentions grow and see your dreams come true in real life. So exciting. Okay. So, another thing I want you to think about is Venus and Taurus sextile Saturn and Pisces, because this is where where I got that idea of that hedonistic shame energy. Is this aspect is really going to ask you to just vibe with Pisces, all right? Embrace that Pisces. Don't fear Pisces energy, and just don't stress, all right? Like, there might be this buildup of like anxiousness, and it's like, just vibe. Just vibe that day, okay? Because you're meant to, okay? Okay, another thing I want to point out that is important is Gemini season, May 20th, okay? So that's when things, as far as communication, are really going to pick up. It's also a time where we're going to have more clarity on seeing both sides of the coin, all right? Gemini, the twins, they see both sides of the coin. They understand, right? And this is where I think, too, that openness to other perspectives can really, really, really benefit you, Virgos, all right? And then another thing is the full moon in Sagittarius, May 23rd. This, to me, this is that spiritual awakening energy. This is that hope, that uplifting energy that we all really need. And it's the energy of taking a leap. So what I was saying about Uranus, because the Fool is ruled by Uranus, and the Fool is about taking a leap of faith, right? Heading out into the great unknown. So I really want you to think about an impulse you might be getting around this time that you're meant to say yes to, okay? It's also a point where we just need to put the bags down. There are things that we're carrying from a past identity, whether that be in a relationship or a career, or even, like I said, even like a way that you were brought up, okay? Like, I'm going back to Catholic guilt. Like, there's things that we have attached to us, and even if we think we've detached from it, they're still with us, because remember, your shadow, it's a part of who you are. And so in that aspect, you have to remember, you can't just say these things aren't with you. They are, but they don't have to take the lead. They don't have to result in reactionary communication, reactionary actions, all right? So please, 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 just be mindful of that. All right, another dreamy thing is May 23rd, same day, which I love, is Jupiter, Taurus, sextile, Neptune, and Pisces, all right? So this is really, this is where you can see, like, in the 3D world, you're so close to some goal. And this is where it's like, get that aha moment with Pisces of like, Pisces is mad. Like, the Pisces dreamer energy does have a place, and these dreams are coming true, and not just personally, but collectively. And so, like I said, I just really want you to focus on those Pisces placements, because Virgos, during Gemini season, I think you're going to start, like I said, it's seeing both sides of the coin. I think you're really going to start getting that Pisces magic more when you incorporate it personally. You're going to start seeing it in the world more too. And that's so exciting. And then big one, May 25th, Jupiter enters Gemini. And this is big. And yes, I love seeing this. So like this is that expansion. It's going to be quick moving, and we're going to be able to really like open our minds. We're going to empower ourselves. This is Aries and Pisces. So again, more Pisces energy, generous, optimistic, and empowered with Aries energy. So this is where you might start meeting a lot of new people. You might start having these impulses to expand. So if, you know, you want to learn something, you might want to take an online course. You might want to go back to school. There might be a book on your bookshelf that you've always wanted to read, but you never have. And then all of a sudden, like, you have the impulse to pick it up. And then you open it and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I've never read this book before. And it has a piece of a puzzle that you have been thinking about all year, okay? So that's just a little bit of the astrology. I'm unbelievably excited. It's utilizing your Virgo energy, but surrendering some sort of limiting belief, communication, how we communicate in a certain way, and just saying yes to everything because a fresh start is coming, okay? So let's see what we got for Virgos for May 2024. Virgos, thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to hit that like button, comment if it resonates in a certain way, and subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot. Yeah, that Pluto in Aquarius retrograde is going to be really big because it's going to have some big momentum, and even honestly, Cancer season is where, because that'll be like the halfway point, if you will, in the seeds of intention with that new moon in Taurus. Cancer season might be where it's like, we're off to the races. Okay. So big momentum, big change, big progress. Pay attention to the buildup into Cancer season. Okay. Interesting. Wow. Okay. So we will definitely clarify this, but like, that's where I think that this big momentum is coming in. Overall energy for the month of May 2024 is the King of Coins. What a wonderful energy. This is ruled by Aries and Taurus and Taurus season. So I'm getting a sense of like, there's big success coming your way. There's a big payoff coming your way. And there's this recognition of, loyalty. So like loyalty, like I said, like that came up earlier in the intuitive messages. So I'm wondering where this is going to go. But this is boss energy. This is like you either get a bonus, you get a raise, you get a new position where you are a manager or a leader, or this is just like a big financial windfall that comes into your lap. But it puts you in a place where you have this confidence, you have this authority, but then remember that lesson of Saturn and Pisces, like, are you going to enjoy the fruits of your labor? Are you going to enjoy this abundance in a way where you allow that Pisces energy to come into your life, okay? Interesting here is this is in the area of what you need more of. And there's choices that need to be made. This is ruled by Moon in Libra. And so keeping things in perspective, compromising, but I'm getting a sense like that you had decisions when I was intuitively clearing your cards, that there's a decision that needs to be made. And so this is saying like this decision needs to be made this month, all right? And I do think that there's this way of which we have chosen our paths, a way in which we have chosen to communicate, where we need to see the other side of it, and that we need to really sit with it. We have to see the other side. We have to see the other perspective. We have to see compromise when I'm getting it's a situation where you've been here before, and it might be time to choose the other side of the coin. All right. So if there's a situation that comes in May 2024 where it's this revisiting and you responded in a certain way or chose to communicate in a certain way, now might be the time to make the other choice. Okay, interesting. This is lovely because the strength card I love here, this is ruled by Leo, and this is self-discipline. It's also gentle power. All right. It's really just feeling your power, but not in an aggressive ego, earth energy way, but more in a healed shadow type of way. Okay. It's like, because this is like your shadow energy, and it's not, it doesn't feel like it needs to attack. It doesn't feel like it needs to dominate. It feels at peace. And so this is the perfect energy to have with this. Okay. All right, what we need less of though, Page of Swords. So this is forceful communication. This is your inner child and how it speaks its truth. And look at, so this is where I think that choice is clearly. Look at the two swords, all right? You have to start thinking about how your inner child feeling threatened makes the decisions on how you communicate, the choices you make, and whether or not our inner child is speaking the truth in the manner that when it feels safe. Or are you speaking your truth feeling threatened, or are you speaking your truth in a place of empowerment? All right. What you can change. Yes. 8 of Cups, Saturn and Pisces. Okay. So please, please, please be very mindful of those Saturn and Pisces placements in May. This is following a new path. You can say yes, all right? You can say yes to that Pisces energy. You can say yes to all of these things. The choice is yours. That emotional transformation, the choice is yours, all right? The choice is in your hands. It's what you decide. Okay, I got the whole world in my hands. So here too, what I need to accept. So this is fascinating, especially because your overall energy is the King of Coins. So again, this can be you or it can be somebody in your life, but I'm getting more a sense this is you. However, this could be somebody with this energy coming in. Like if you are looking for a relationship, this could easily be someone with this energy coming to your life. And then vice versa. This person could also, because this is what you need to accept, is the Queen of Coins. So I though more get that this is you, but that you need to accept the Queen of Coins energy, which is Sagittarius and Capricorn. And it's enjoying what you have. So like I said, this is that, you know, I put all my money in savings and I'm not going to spend it. I only spend what I need to spend for my my bills or whatever, right? And this is the enjoyment of enjoying what you have. You deserve to enjoy, like treat yourself is really what I'm getting. This is the energy too of like domestic fulfillment. So that's another interesting thing. If you've always been very career driven and now you're getting like this nudge of just enjoying life, like it's time to enjoy life. You've done the work and now it's time to enjoy it. End of the month, ending with the Tower is very interesting because I'm getting clearing the way though. I'm not like, and this also too, remember, this could be a collective Tower moment. This doesn't have to be personally, but it could be, the Tower moment could be you finally retire. You finally leave that job that has been holding you back because of that service, that loyalty, and you boss up, you level up. So we're going to clarify that though, because I have a feeling that that is going to be something where you, I'm literally getting, the World card, where the Fool is just like arms wide open and with the mask off. That's how I'm getting this. So let's dive into it and see what we got here. Okay, so let's see what past life energy is affecting Virgos for May 2024. I have a feeling this has to do with the decision, the transformation, the emotional transformation as well, following a new path. Wow, yeah, okay, so your past life energy, authority figures and spirituality and religion. What did I say about Catholic guilt, Virgos? All right, let's dive into this, okay? And remember, this is past life energy, but past lives stay with us. Let's start with authority, okay? Or authority figures. In your previous and current lifetimes, you followed rules that were set down by authority figures such as parents and teachers. You may have also encountered intimidating or even cruel authority figures in the past. Perhaps you found yourself in the presence of those who are power hungry or abusive. These situations can lead you to fear authority figures and succumb to their will in the present. Well, while it's normal... Ooh. Sorry, Green Man. While it's normal to sometimes be intimidated by powerful individuals, fearing authority figures can lead to unhealthy passivity. For example, you may feel pressured to bow to another's rules without standing up for your rights, or you may have developed conflict phobia in which you negate your own needs in order to avoid arguments and disharmony. In some cases, this can lead to a form of depression called learned helplessness, in which you don't even try to improve your life. To heal the situation, fill yourself with self-love and self-esteem and see yourself as being whole and healed. Oftentimes, just remembering past life details will lead to clearing and healing. I love that. Let's dive into this one because obviously this one has been sticking out the whole time. And I do think it's related to this forceful communication, the decisions that we make, and this emotional transformation. Everyone's soul enjoys varied experiences and opportunities. So it's very common for us to explore a number of different religious and spiritual paths as we travel through lifetimes. While spiritual growth and knowledge accumulate during all lifetimes, a specific spiritual or religious path differs in each one. Perhaps the religion you were raised with doesn't coincide with your true beliefs. This acknowledgement may trigger guilt, fear, or shame. What was I saying, Virgos? Unless you're aware of the bigger picture. Your spiritual knowledge is housed within your soul, and you are an eternal being who is forever connected to divine infinite wisdom. This card asks you to explore alternative spiritual and religious paths. There you will find the inner peace and answers you seek. Lovely. All right, let's get an empowering question. What empowering question is going to help Virgos embrace this new path? Follow a new path, all right? Because, that could be other thing, too, is like this, religious dogma you grew up with, you abandoned it a long time ago, but it's also then made you reject any type of spiritual connection. All right, if this was my last day, would I be satisfied with my life? What would I have done differently? I think that's going to help you with the choices that need to be made, okay? All right, archetypal energy. This can be either you or somebody in your life. We all play characters in each other's lives. The most important part is that you are the hero of your own journey, Virgos. I love this, healer, because remember, you do have earthly healing energy, Virgos. Light attributes. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. Shadow attributes. Taking advantage of those who need help. Failing to care for oneself. All right. Dragon energy. So you're the dragon, so I will be pulling a dragon card for every monthly extended reading. What dragon energy is going to help Virgos? May 2024. There's a song I'm getting in my head, too. If any of you have kids, I guess you don't need to have kids to have seen this, but there's a movie called Trolls Band Together, and there's a song, you got to work hard to make that money, you got to work hard, and so I'm getting this idea of, that's been drilled so hard in your head of this, needing to be working on something all the time, needing to be working, needing to be of service, that it's just drilled in your head into this sense that you it's hard to break free from. All right, Royal Blue and Gold Dragon strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power with pride. Yeah, wear your cloak of power with pride here. Very cool. All right, let's see what crystal energy is going to help Virgos for May 2024. All right. Virgo energy, May 2024. Okay, what do we got here? Light embodied clear quartz. Clear quartz is very easy to find, so please have some clear quartz. This would be great too with that seed you plant. Put a little clear quartz in the planter or out in your garden. Okay, very neat. All right, so we're going to clarify this Tower card, and then we're going to close this out. Again, Virgos, thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to like button, share with somebody who you think needs to hear this message, and comment so it helps the algorithm. All right, Virgos? Okay, let's see. What clarifier for the Tower at the end of May? Amazing. Okay. One more clarifier for the High Priestess. Yes. All right. Be bold, all right? A lot related to communication and your thoughts and your beliefs. High Priestess and Six of Pentacles, the moon, your intuition, Pisces energy. The moon is ruled by Pisces, okay? You have the answers you need within. That's why this blindfold is telling you, like, stop looking at the 3D world and letting the 3D world make your decisions. You know, all right? Six of Pentacles. This is moon in Taurus, so a lot of moon energy and Taurus season, okay? Cultivate generosity. It's the idea of giving, receiving, good karma, gifts, money. And it's also a reminder to contemplate your relationship with money. Your relationships with yourself and others affects your relationship with money. So this Tower moment is coming to clear. The sudden change is coming to allow things to be brought into balance in a sense, and to get you to tune in to yourself inside. Okay, so again, thank you so much for joining me, Virgos. As always, shine your inner light. You've got this.